Hey, welcome back, family. Pastor Jamal here. This is our part two of potentially four or five. Part two of the divine flow. Specifically, part two, this is about the gears again. We mentioned the gears in part one, but let's just kind of go back over them in part two as well. So, this is all about how divine flow is the operating system for the new creation, for the new nature. Yesterday, we actually did a segue, I guess. I don't know if that's the word, but the Spirit really wanted me to talk about what keeps people out of the actual flow. So we talked about what's out of the flow, which wasn't a part of this little mini teaching series, but it had to be injected in there. And today, again, we're talking about this operating system, but specifically the gears inside the flow, how identity actually changes. So let's begin. The misunderstanding is this: people think change comes from trying harder, feeling more spiritual, long seasons of struggle. But identity shifts when the gears start to turn. When the gears turn, identity shifts, not when emotions rise. So if you're thinking that your emotional connection to something is going to make way for God's mercy and God's grace per se, or God's hand in, changing or transformation, that's not it. Because again, identity doesn't show up from emotions or when emotions rise. The three gears, or again, number one, gear one is obedience. Obedience is not rules, it's alignment. It places you where grace flows. Now think about that for a minute. Obedience places you where grace flows. So God knows everything. He knows all the moments. He knows what you have to rendezvous with, what you have to agree with, and what you agree with God. It plants you where grace is. So the grace is what gives you the breakthrough, the transformation, the access per se. The number two gear is authority. Authority is not volume. It's not volume. It's not raising your voice. It's not lording over something per se. Authority is position. Flow reminds you are seated with Christ. This is authority. Recognizing you are seated with Christ and everything that comes from that position. Now, gear three, again, is receiving. Receiving is the evidence that divine flow is active. It's the evidence. You have to receive something. Things have to be confirmed in order to know you're in the right place. So when you're in obedience and authority, the next best position is receiving, but you have to receive. When the flow is uninterrupted, manifestation is normal. When the flow is uninterrupted, manifestation is normal. The last point. This is what people miss. You don't turn the gears. The flow turns the gears in you. So again, it's not about striving or forcing or being so religious, being so scripturally, powerful. You know what I mean? Theologically sound and all of that kind of stuff. That don't do it. Flow is the one that turns the gears. Flow is the one that gives you the position or reveals who you are in Christ. So, man, that's it. That is it. That was really short, really quick. Pray you receive it. Go back over it. And let's just keep going. I will see you tomorrow, or at least you will hear me tomorrow for our mini teaching number three. Mini teaching number three is going to be divine flow versus human effort. Why most Christians stay stuck. So stay tuned, y'all. So Pastor Jamal, Rising Ground Church. I'll talk to you. Peace.